Who's ready for a heart-to-heart? No, we haven't had one in a while. So I, obviously when I jumped on the 75 hard challenge, I had seen some creators doing it, and a lot of them talked about not having the challenge with alcohol. That is actually quite different for me. It's like, it's been a challenge, but it also hasn't been a challenge. The thing with me is I've always considered myself like a social drinker. Go to a baseball game, have a drink. Go to a football game, have a drink. It's nice outside, have a drink. Oh, we're gonna cut the grass, have a drink. But like, do you hear what I'm saying though? It's like any event, have a drink. So it's been challenging because there's been times like the spring break where I'm like, oh, I could have a drink right now. Or after a really long day at school, oh, I could have a drink right now. And obviously with 75 hard, you can't have a drink right now. But it's been very interesting to see what triggers me, so to speak, into wanting a drink that's not necessarily social, because I considered myself a social drinker. But if I'm talking about cutting the grass, what's social about that? Or I'm about to sort through the papers in the office, what's social about that? Does that make sense? So like, this has been very, very eye-opening for me. And I've gone through different phases of my life of just choosing, hey, I'm not gonna drink for a year. No big deal. I've given it up for Lent before. No big deal. This has been the first time, I guess it's like not related to religion, I guess. Even though I do Lent, but I'm not Catholic, but whatever. So this one for me is just a little bit more eye-opening. And I really have the urge to just like continue not drinking. Will I do 2 workouts every day? I don't know. But I'm really leaning towards not drinking just because I feel so good. Now, I could be feeling so good because of all the things I'm doing at once, right? But I really think that the drinking has a big component to it. Because, and I've heard this more and more like through people's videos and stuff, but about how like the next day, it's not even like it's like a hangover. It's like I'm so anxious and sometimes like super depressed, and maybe not, I don't want to say it like that. Like I don't like, I just feel down and shitty the next day, right? It's not necessarily a hangover, but it's like whatever, all these feelings inside of me, and I'm emotional and blah, blah, blah. So I say all that to say, I just say, I don't know what's to come from this. And I could be saying this now and then go back to whatever. I don't know, but I'm sharing this part because I don't hear enough people talk about this part when they talk about 75 hard. I think the people that I followed just like weren't really drinkers, so it was easier for them. So I just wanted to share this for people who take the journey, and maybe you feel the same way and you're like, ooh, nobody really talks about this, but here I am. Hi.